Here we watch sea turtles in their natural habitat. They seem to be crawling towards the camera, as if they've never seen one before. They are kind of cute. Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Panache, and we are back in our hardcore survival world. Um, yes, I'm standing around talking to sea turtles when I could die any moment. So, guys, last time we were on, we had searched all this land trying to find ourselves a village, and there's not been one to be found yet. So we're gonna head in this direction right here and see if we can't find one. Now, there's a lot of perilous things that could happen to us. We could get caught out at night. We could have monsters randomly spawn from dungeons or from crags in the earth, and we're going to have to be well aware of that because as this is hardcore survival, we any day, any moment could be our last. I am honestly concerned about swimming this. I was about to swim it, and I'm really concerned about swimming that because there could be a drowned that could try to kill me. So we're gonna go ahead and make ourselves a boat. We're gonna do the smart thing. Look at us. We can make smart decisions. All right. Let us head off in a new direction. Um, this might be a bad idea, but I see a little bit of a ruinedy temple over there. I think there might be drowned there, but there might also be goodies that could help us. So I guess it's gonna have to be a balance of taking a little bit of risk for potentially high reward. So we'll see. There's 3 drowned that I can see. And there's dolphins. See frog lights. I can hear them. There's a baby drowned. That's horrible. That's just I'm not gonna mess with it. If we find a shipwreck, then I'll mess with that. But I'm not gonna mess around with some drowned in the water when I barely have the weapons to deal with that. Heck no. So as far as resources go, we're actually looking really healthy. I'd forgotten how many resources we had. The full copper armor is something that I did not remember, although now it's coming back to me. I mean, it's been less than 24 hours since I last filmed on this world. So why would I forget all that already? But whatever. Is that a ship? I do believe that's a ship. Yes. All right. Let's go get some good loot. Get some of that good booty. Ooh, this is a fully formed one. This is a nice one. Okay, so there's gonna be. Oh, it was a fish. I saw movement over there, and so I stopped and wanted to look. Okay, so there's gonna be a chest in the main hold, and then there's gonna be in the captain's quarters, and there's gonna be one in the main hold as well. So we're gonna have to do a quick in and out. Oh, come on. Okay, okay. Let's go ahead and get back in the boat so I'm a little more stable. Okay, so we got tons of iron, 2 armor trims. That's really cool. We're not gonna touch those at all for a long time, but that's awesome. That's really cool. We need to go down one more time and see if we can't get into the main hold as well. Let's start from over here so that we get the most breath possible. Oh, come on, let me in. I'll never say no to more coal, and suspicious stew is also really nice. I do want to go back in one more time because there might be one in the back there. I'm not 100% sure. That might just be me like making a supposition that's not true, but that's the same hold. Never mind. Not worth it. Not worth trying to look. But hey, that sets us up for quite a while. That's awesome. I'm really excited for that. All right, let's go ahead and check the map, see where we're doing. Okay, so we're gonna go between these two land masses here. These are technically good areas that I could strip mine for iron, but I don't want to stop just yet. I want to get to kind of where we want to end up permanently before I stop again, even if it means missing out on a few resources. The the ship was something I didn't want to pass up on though, because that has a lot of, a lot of potential resources that I could maybe never find again. So, oh my goodness, bumblebees. I actually am definitely going to start a bee farm um, in this world. Oh, I love how that ravine looks. That looks so cool. So one thing that I wish Mojang would add, since they've already just showed destroyed underwater temples, they showed destroyed desert temples, they showed destroyed ships, but then the villages are nowhere near the scale of something that would exist on that front. Now you could say, oh, it's a ruined village, this civilization, but you're assuming that there wouldn't be a civilization to replace it. So what I would propose is add in some more advanced structures in villages, or if a village is on the coastline, add in some ships. And you can add a potential for extra loot. You can make it really high, high a really low roll rate for that to occur. But I think that that would be really cool to have in the world. I think that would be really neat. This is a cool area. I hate building these kinds of areas, but it's very cool. I like the kind of more flat areas because then it gives you a little bit more control. Excuse me. Gives you a little bit more control over the world as you develop it. Whereas here, if I wanted to build here, I'd have to do a lot of terraforming or a lot of working with the land, which in the end doesn't produce the same effects that you would want if you had it just, flatter. All right. Looks like we are at a stopping point. There we go. All right, so we're gonna have a little bit of overland traveling to do. We've come pretty far, but all we're doing is looking for a village because what the goal is that we want to trap these villagers and make them into the villager trading post as soon as possible so that we can be able to have really good enchantments and even really solid gear that we can purchase for cheap very early on. Now that's going to be complicated. It's going to be hard just because we're going to have to work with zombies to get them to die and then make it so that we can bring them back, and that means we have to go to the Nether to get blaze powder and all that kind of stuff. So it's gonna be a pretty complicated process and pretty dangerous for being a hardcore world. But we also can always just create villagers to be whatever and just deal with their prices as they are genuinely without doing all that other stuff. I I really like, for example, like in the main server that I play with my brothers on, Garrett's villagers don't give me good prices, but I still purchase from them because it's still worthwhile, even though the prices aren't as good. So even if I don't do that, maybe I could do that later on if I feel confident enough in my gear or in whatever enchantments I have. I could do that, but I don't necessarily need to, and so I don't have a desire to risk everything. Oh wow, this is kind of a cool little archipelago kind of feel. When we get to land, I want to look at the map again and see how this land looks because we might just stop here. Because if this is like an island and it's already somewhat flat, okay, so we're on a bit of a peninsula. I don't mind it though. It looks nice. It looks good. All right. So we've got access to cobblestone right off. We got access to sand right off. Let's look at it again. And then there's a narrow neck of land that goes this direction. Let's explore this direction, and then I think we might go ahead and start setting up here because every day that we push not, not settling down is another day that we're just wasting time. I wish so. I think there might be a setting for it, but I wish my mini map didn't swivel. I wish it didn't turn with the direction. Like I wish north was always north, and then it would show my character turning left to right to whatever. A little bit of a access to a sort of mine looking thing there. That's cool. Also, another thing, if there's mines underground, there should be mine access from above ground. Not all the time, but at least some of the time. Just, I mean, if you're going to have any sort of logic to this, that's something that I would include. Okay, so that peninsula really, it's contained completely to here, and then it goes into a broader area over there. So I want to go all the way to the mainland just so that we can have an idea. Honestly, this feels like Italy almost. Like if you look at it, the shape of it, it's almost got like the boot shape. Almost. I say almost because it is kind of a hodgepodge here, but Italy's got that kind of boot shape to it, and this kind of does too. So we could do like an Italian style build. Not that I'm like exceptionally good at specific, styles of builds, but you know, an Italian build, I feel like I could make a vineyard. I don't really have, I mean, there's no grapes in this game, but I could make a vineyard and that'd be really cool, pretty cool. But I feel like the more I put into this world, the more I'm gonna mourn the loss of it when I inevitably die, because I'm going to die at some point. That's a loss that has to be accepted at this point. Okay, still no villagers. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn back. We're gonna start building our home, getting set up. So dying is going to happen at some point, and that sucks, but it is what it is. Um, so just we gotta take what we can get. We gotta enjoy the fact that we're gonna have some cool builds, and we're gonna lose them, which sucks. But if we're careful, then we can potentially hold on to them longer. But like eventually at some point I'm gonna do something stupid or there's gonna be RNG that works against me, whatever, and I'm going to die. I'm going to get smashed by some mob or blown up by a creeper or gravel's gonna fall on me and suffocate me and I won't be able to get out in time. Or I'll stay in the water a little bit too long and won't be able to quite get to the surface, that all that kind of stuff. It's all gonna happen. Okay, so it looks like we got a little bit of a taiga biome over there. I believe that's what that's called. Um, so we've got a wide range of wood material to work with. We got birch, we got oak, we got spruce to work with. I'd love to get some dark oak, although I haven't seen a dark oak area just yet, and it looks like I haven't farmed any dark oak either. There's a lot of mobs around here that I'll be able to harvest and work with. Looks like there's a beehive as well, and I know I'm gonna get more beehives like when I'm spawning in all my when I'm growing all my trees. So now let's just look at the map, see exactly where we want to stay. If I set up like right here, I'll have sand nearby, I'll have a quarry nearby, I'll have a space where I can grow my sugarcane, I'll have all these trees that I can harvest. So I think that's where I want to go. I want to go between all of it. And while we're here, let's go ahead and throw down our sugarcane at that wider, or that bigger lake over here. All right. What? Oh, that's why it's not working. I'm on coal. All right. Now we're going to start setting up our base. It looks like we got plenty of, I'll do a stone foundation and then probably want to gather a little bit more stone for that purpose, but stone foundation, wood sides. We'll start very basic. This is not going to be a complex build at all. In fact, we might just build, um, we might just do a stone slab for now and just put things down on it until we can actually get the materials to build more. And then we'll just light up the area like crazy. Okay. Just wanted to break that pickaxe really quick. Figured that would be a good way to do it. And we can still come back and get that coal at any time. Okay, so I said we wanted to be in the middle of this somehow, and looks like we got a bit of a cave system here that we can use. That's good. That's marked by that little red dot on our map, I guess. Okay, so I'm thinking top of this hill, maybe? And we can build ourselves some stairways down on all four sides so we can get to the trees and the quarry and all that kind of stuff respectively. Oh, there's a broken portal. We'll go check that out right now. But first, let's go ahead and build our slab. Let's get a chest set down. What the frick just happened there? All right. I'll throw it down there for now. Okay, let's go ahead and empty out our inventory. And let's go down and check out that portal because that could be a very easy thing to just put it back together, set it up, and we would have easy access to the nether very early on. We could very easily make ourselves that villager trading post we wanted very early on. Now, I'm also wondering if this might be a good source of us having quick transport. We could go to a different area of the world and we could transport villagers here from there. Let's go ahead and take this. Oh, copper can't mine that. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Projectile protection, unbreaking. A lodestone will be really nice. Don't need two of them. Okay, and there's definitely enough. Okay, so it just literally just broke and fell there. Okay, so there's enough obsidian here. I don't know if that counts. There's enough obsidian here to build a new portal. So that's cool. So we'll be able to rebuild this, have easy access to the nether, but we need to get diamond tools before we can even attempt that. So I'm wondering +3 armor, +3 armor, but this is projectile protection, so we'll go ahead and swap out for now. Unbreaking and one armor and one armor. It's the same, but this one has unbreaking. So we'll go ahead and hold on to those old ones for now, and we just look a little bit more blinged out. Thank goodness. I was feeling very plain. I don't know. I don't even know how or where I'm going. So here's my vision. So vineyards, when I imagine vineyards, I imagine them on sprawling hills with crops going out into the distance. But the crops are primarily green because they are not wheat, they're grapes. So I want to find a crop that's green when it grows to full maturity. I'll probably grind down this hill to be about half its height. I'll cut down all these trees and even out the shorelines to be much more smooth and like meandering rather than being so sharp and jagging out and having cliffs. And then I'll turn that little lake into, I'll put rivers in and river out, trying to give it a little bit more continuity, make it look a little bit more natural. I'll put some bridges over that, and then we'll fill this whole area in with just tons of crops, and then we'll have this one beautiful vineyard style house, which I'll have to do some research on up on this hill. So that's my idea. Tell me what you guys think in the comments. We still have a lot of time before the end of this episode, so don't worry about that. I'm not leaving you just yet. Let's go ahead and get the bed down, get some sleep. Let me sleep, please. Really? Okay, well, we're rating. We will go ahead and transfer these over into iron and Now we got 11 iron. That is really good for never having done dungeon delving. Or, sorry, mining, I should say. We'll go ahead and get rid of that stuff. I need to figure out how to make a compass. I don't know how to, I don't remember how to make a compass. Before I go off and do that, let's sleep. Okay. So I need a redstone. That's what I'm missing. I need 1 redstone and 4 iron. Okay, that's not bad. That is not bad at all. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and what's the plan here? Well, first I need to get some sort of farm going. I have no renewable food source right now. So I need to start growing something. Wheat's usually a primary contender. For now, at least I have some beef and some stew, and I have the food on me, so it's not like it's an urgent thing, but I'd like to make that one of my first priorities. Um, so let's go ahead and cordon off an area that we can make into a. Let's go ahead and I just wanted to limit how many it was making. So let's go down here to the flatland. We'll make ourselves a little bit of an easy wheat farm. We'll quickly let's go ahead and make a bucket and a hoe really quick first, so I'm not running back and forth. Oh, hoe. Okay, so we'll make ourselves a fence really quick, and then we'll go and gather as much as we can in wheat and just start planting like crazy. I would really love to have a really expansive wheat farm, although, you know, we're kind of at the mercy of whatever I can get together. Like, for example, that was all those plants, and I only got 6 seeds. 9. Now, if we get the area ready and we plant, if we and we plant enough and we start planting, and we can go back and we can start searching for more seeds later on, but we just got to have enough to start. Okay, so the normal area that a water block can cover is 4 plus 1 for the center block. So it'd be 9 across. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then turn. Okay, so that's 4, and then there's that, and fence the middle, perfect. And let's go ahead and get that water bucket. Luckily, we're right next to several water sources, which of course, as soon as I decide I'm going to go for one I can't find, um, I feel like I'm a little bit more bouncy on the sand for some reason. Maybe it's just the sound. I was hearing some sort of sound in my headset just then. Weird. So we should make ourselves a little bit of a well. I'm not going to do it right now, but we should have a little bit of a well. Oh, I don't want to jump that. Just so that we have the water readily available whenever, because over here it's going to be a lot harder to get water than over there. Um, that should be the center. Yep. Eyeballing it works sometimes. All right, and we will quickly. All right, so that's a start. We'll go ahead and get as many more as we can. This is the grindy stuff that you don't usually see in YouTube videos. So I'm hoping that, seeing this isn't a put off for anybody. I enjoy just being able to sit and listen and chat with people. So if you guys enjoy that, then this is the channel for you. And please, if you've made it this far, hit subscribe. Like, cause it'd be kind of weird for you to watch this far into a video and like watching it enough to watch this far and not subscribe. It'd be just weird. We're 26 minutes into this recording. So what I'm wondering is if I want to, now that I've gotten I've got like a base of operations set up, and obviously it's not very good or grand, but it's something. I'm wondering if I don't want to just, you know, put on my best gear, run out and try to find a village still, and then just leave a landmark or leave a waypoint on this so that I can come back to this easily. Now, just because I put a waypoint on it does not mean I can like teleport to it. There are commands are not available in hardcore mode. Okay, so that's looking good. Commands aren't available in hardcore mode, so I wouldn't have that ability to make that happen. But what I could do is, just leave a waypoint so I know where to go back, and then I can go off and search for a village, mark that when I find it, and then come right back. So I think that's what I want to do. Um, so I don't know. There's a risk. There's always risk involved here. But if I had a compass, I'd use this lodestone, but I don't have one. I will bring the pickaxe with me. I'll bring torches and food, but I think we're gonna go on a bit of an adventure. Let's go ahead and mark a waypoint home, and let's go on an adventure. Guys, this adventure is not going to conclude in this episode. I am heading out right now to try to find a village again, but we've already been recording for a while, and we've gotten some progress done. This is going to be a very slow moving series. I'm going to be taking nothing for granted. I'm going to be taking everything slow and making sure I have everything done perfectly right before I do anything. So I need you guys to be a little patient with this series because I intend for this series to last a very long time. I intend to not die. And so that means taking it slow. That means taking my time. So guys, if you have enjoyed this video, if you've enjoyed this content, please, 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 please hit subscribe. I know that the previous episode, I don't know if I'm gonna have subtitles on this video just because I don't have a lot of ability to pay for that service. But if you guys like this video, hitting subscribe is the best thing that you can do to help me as a creator. That and just watch the videos as they come out. I hope you guys enjoy them enough that I don't have to ask. But just watch those videos. Enjoy that content. I'm going to be going live tonight. It is Monday night. I stream Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday and Friday from 6 p.m. From 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern time. So if you guys want to see more of this content, if you want to see more of me, I even have a webcam on during those. I don't have webcams during this because this is more story based. This is more, just chatting and hanging out and playing some relaxing Minecraft. But if you guys want to be a part of that, please hit subscribe. Go over to my Twitch channel. It's under the same name, Panache_Tomfool. Hit the follow over there. We just hit affiliate recently, and we're gearing up to a really good season for Twitch. And I'd love to have a great season here on YouTube as well. Now, everybody, that is kind of the end of the time we have. Oh, we got some cool little cherry trees over there. I always call them rose trees. I don't know why. Let's get to the top of this mountain, and we'll close this out properly. And of course, it's almost freaking nighttime. I always do this myself, always. I didn't bring a bed either. Well, guys, next time you're going to see me fighting through the night to stay alive in a hardcore mode. Hopefully I can do it. Hopefully I don't die. And look what we just found. A village. Right over there. Let's head to that village. That's the only point of safety we have. Ow. Maybe we can make it there just before nighttime. Because right now, fighting off mobs will kill us. Copper armor and a copper sword never saved anyone. Well, maybe kind of, but not really. Oh, this is a beautiful village. Very, very big. Lots of stuff to it. Perfect. I might just relocate. I might just relocate. But that seems to be my modus operandi for most of my worlds right now, is just relocating to the nearest village. So no, we'll stay where we are and we'll just truck villagers over from here. I think that'll be fine. But first, let's get in bed. Sorry, Mr. Villager, I need some sleep. They shouldn't tell you respawn point set in hardcore. They just shouldn't, because that just hurts. All right, guys, we have met every goal that we wanted to. We set up a little bit of a home base. We found a village, and for next episode, we're gonna be cultivating this village and gathering up. Wait, did I see a lead on that cat? I thought I saw a lead on the cat for a second there. I was very confused. But we're going to be closing these villagers into a single building so that they're going to be easier for us to control and use going forward. And then once we've done that, we will be completely building our house and starting to get some real infrastructure going at our home base, which is almost 1,000 blocks away. Oh, good lord. We traveled a lot further than I expected to. Guys, thank you so much for watching. It has been a blast making this video. I hope you guys thought so too. And I will see you tomorrow when I film some more of this. You guys have a wonderful day. This has been Panache. Bye.